Hi.
So anyway, so tell us how this has affected your business, the ferry crisis.
Well, there's a couple things that have happened, really. We grow fruit. We and make Perry's and ciders out of it on the island, and we have a tasting room. And so, one of the ways that's affected us is actually visitors can't get to the island. The other way that it's affected us is that our employees can't get there either. And we also have to do deliveries on and off of the island, and it's just really difficult to determine how much time you need to spend because it's often not reliable. We've had employees who couldn't get home after the end of the day working for us because the boats have been canceled. So that's just a couple of the ways it's impacted us directly. So our customers can't get to us, we can't get to our off-island customers, and our employees can't get to and from work.
So what do you think could be done? I know there's a whole list of recommendations in here, but what do you think might be possible or good if something, could be, three things of the list could be done immediately, say?
Well, what I was really excited about is that we put together a whole action plan working with the community, and that's across hundreds and hundreds of people who are served by the ferries. And they came up with over 50 different ideas. Now, I'm a realist. I don't believe that all 50 can be implemented, but what I really think is needed is a partnership with the governor, with the Washington State Ferries, with the local government, to say what can work, and to have an open mind and actually come at things and with fresh eyes, I think is the way I would describe it, so that we can come up with some of these solutions. Out of 50, we should be able to find a couple. One, for example, is no parking on Fauntleroy Way. It is very dangerous in the afternoon when people haven't moved their cars, for example, and people are trying to get in and queue up. That's just one very easy solution. And then also, if you think about what just recently happened, and it was really exciting, is our Vashon Fire and the school district and the Washington State Ferries came together and came up with some solutions to deal with safety on the island as it relates to medical emergencies. And, we're dealing with 2-boat schedule, often a 1-boat schedule. And when you think about if you're having a medical emergency, you need to be able to get off the island. And so, they kind of met and they came up with some solutions that actually are going to help our Vashon Fire and Rescue take care of, those situations. And that's the kind of thinking that we need in order to deal with this crisis. And it is really a crisis. We've got to start now. We can't wait for years until we magically get more boats, or the dock is fixed, or who knows, the employees are rehired for the Washington State Ferries, or they expand their staff. It's just really, it is really an emergency situation for people living on the island. We don't have any other way to deal with things.
So this is always a tough one, but looking at your, Vashon and businesses like yours, kind of placed in the larger fabric, what do you explain to people when they say, well, whatever's your problem,
Well, I think it's sort of a difficult situation. I mean, for my business in particular, our business started because we have an orchard that takes 5, 10, in our case, 40 years to grow in order to have enough fruit to be able to make the award-winning Perry's and ciders that we make. And I can't just pack up and move. I also have an established reputation on the island for visitors, and I again can't just pack up and move and reestablish myself somewhere else easily or in a cost-effective way. I mean, this has taken us 14 years to build. I can't just turn that off. And it's not like I'm just selling a house. I have a business that requires agriculture and is from the land. And so when people say that to me, I'm a little disappointed in sort of their narrow thinking, because it's not that easy.
Also the fact that there's not that many places around here that you could have a business that uses the land and grows and so forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Great, thank you.